Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel, continuing our discussion on understanding the 7th house lord's placement in different nakshatras. In this video, we will try to understand what kind of distinctive personality traits you can find in your partner, what could be the theme of your matrimonial life if your 7th house lord is going to be placed in the nakshatra number 10, which is the Magha nakshatra. Because guys, you cannot restrict your analysis only to which zodiac sign planets are placed in your chart, because behind each zodiac sign there is the energy of 3 different nakshatras. And when we talk about the importance of the 7th house lord planet, so this planet holds a lot of say in your life, because not only it tells about your public image, it tells about your prospects of fame, but at the same time this planet also governs your matrimonial life as well. So guys, to begin with, like the way you know this thing, that we are doing this playlist on 4 planes, like what could be the underlying strength of that nakshatra, what could be the connected weaknesses, connected opportunities, and what could be the most threatful or dreadful side of that nakshatra. And at the end, what you have to do is that on the basis of the innate nature of your 7th house lord planet, you have to blend these qualities of these nakshatras, which I am going to be sharing with you. So okay friends, to begin with, if you want to understand little bit about the Magha nakshatra, so this nakshatra in the sky, in the zodiac belt, holds the space from the beginning of the Leo sign till 13 degree 20 minutes. So when we talk about the Leo sign, the thing which comes to our mind is of authority, of royalty, of pride. So all these qualities, because even each zodiac sign, if it has got the rulership of 3 different nakshatras constituting inside of it, so I mean to say the different aspect of the personality, of the traits of that zodiac sign is being represented by the underlying 3 nakshatras only. So I mean to say the pride side, the authority side of the Leo sign, which you all must be knowing about it, manifests itself more from the Magha nakshatra. And just because the rulership of this nakshatra goes to the planet Ketu, so because of which there is a lot of connection with your ancestors, with your past, with your past life deeds. So all these are the qualities which you can associate with the functioning of this Magha nakshatra. So okay friends, now we will start our discussion. If you want to understand the strength side of the Magha nakshatra, so one thing which is very sure is that this nakshatra holds the power to give you authority, honor, pride, fame. So let's say for example, if your 7th house lord is placed in this Leo sign, and within Leo it is placed in the Magha nakshatra, and it is well placed. So let's say for example, if your 7th house lord being a Jupiter, being a sun itself, or it's a Mars or moon, and if it is placed in the Leo sign, within Leo it is in the region of the Magha nakshatra, so this could be seen as a very fortunate combination to indicate and foresee the matrimonial life, giving you all kind of favors, bringing all form of honor, wish fulfillment, that too in a sudden way you can associate as the way the energies are going to function in your life. And guys, there is one more thing which you have to understand. See, if you will get more deeper into the functioning or the description of this Magha nakshatra, so you will get to know that even the caste of this nakshatra is of a Shudra caste, of a servant caste. So I mean to say, when we talk about the functioning of the Magha nakshatra, so authority doesn't come with a cost of becoming very pompous, becoming very highly or strongly egoistic. So I mean to say, your partner is not only going to be carrying very dignified demeanor, carrying very virtuous qualities, might add to your public image, but at the same time, within the domestic life, your partner might be very serving to you. Your partner might have a very serviceful attitude as well. So because of which, that is how you can see the strength side of the energies manifesting in this Magha nakshatra. Now guys, moving to the next section, if you want to understand the connected or the inherent weaknesses of this nakshatra, so you have to understand this thing, that with this nakshatra there is a lot of connection or lot of attention given to the past, which many a times create hindrances in the future growth or in the positive growth. So let's say for example, with the growing trends or the pace of the time is expecting you to change your field or do some experiments or migrate to a new foreign land. So I mean to say, if your 7th house lord is going to be placed in the Magha nakshatra, so in those kind of situation, many times it has been seen that this nakshatra creates hindrances in future growth, where lot of experiments are involved, where little bit of the risk taking is involved, because with the energy or the functioning of this nakshatra has a fixed pattern, a fixed way of looking at things, where there is lot of attachment and attention given to the traditions, values, ethics, all the things which you have taught or inherited from your ancestors, from your family ties. So this is a way you can see or attach as the weakness in the functioning of this 7th house lord nakshatra, which is the Magha nakshatra. Moving forward, friends, to the next section. Now when we talk about the connected opportunities, so guys, when we talk about the gifts, benefits, favors, honor, so all these are the keywords which you can associate with the functioning of this nakshatra. And that too, you cannot even ignore this fact that this nakshatra is being ruled by the planet Ketu, which is being considered as the eldermost, which is considered as the most fierce planet amongst all the planets. So I mean to say, when we talk about giving you the fruits of your chart in one strike, so this nakshatra holds the power in just one event, fulfilling all of your wishes. So I mean to say, if you have been eyeing for that big opportunity, you have been working hard for a certain aspiration of yours, so marriage could actually pave the path in towards the direction of the fulfillment of all of your those wishes. So that is how you can see energies reverberating in the form of this Magha nakshatra, or bringing opportunities in front of you. And at the same time, guys, when we talk about the energies of this nakshatra, so it has got lot of penetrating insight, it has also got strong focus as well. So whether we talk about loyalty, whether we talk about devotion in the marriage, or at the same time a lot many opportunities, so this nakshatra can be seen as very conducive, very favorable for all those aspects of our life. And last, guys, if you want to understand the threadful side of this nakshatra, so guys, all the good things comes with a cost. So I mean to say, when we talk about the karmic retribution, so karmic retribution functions at its peak in the energies of this nakshatra. So I mean to say, God forbid, if in your family there is some kind of family curse or some hereditary problem, generational problem, which you people are going through or which you are going through, or at the same time, if your deeds by itself are not good. So let's say, for example, throughout your adolescent age or early youthful days, you have exploited the good nature of the opposite sex or of your partners. So I mean to say, in those kind of situation, this nakshatra holds the power of punishing you for all of your ill deeds. So because of which you have to not only monitor your activities, your attitude, your behavior towards the opposite sex, and at the same time, when we talk about even as a part of the remedies, so worship of Lord Ganesha and remaining very respectful towards your ancestors is the only one thing which I can advise if you want to appease the energies of this nakshatra. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for 7th house lord's placement in the Magha nakshatra. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.